Hello June.
Hi.
Welcome to Your Ride. So we're here to talk about motorbikes, and you're one amazing lady because you're really like one of the pioneers of women in motorcycles in Australia. You started riding at a very early age and did some amazing races. So let's start at the beginning.
I always wanted to have a motorbike, even as a little girl.
As I said, you've done some big races. One of them was the Redex Trial. You you crossed 3 states with that race, and you did nearly 4,000 kilometres.
It wasn't only the Redex. The other trial was a Celtex trial.
Tell us about the bike you were riding as far as suspension.
We had telescopic forks. They were in. We didn't have keys. We had to kickstart. And you had to learn to use it. Change chains and things like that. If a chain broke when you were away, you had to fix it. You couldn't just leave it. You just had to fix the chain. And I had to learn to do all that. My husband said I couldn't ride in the trials or anything unless I learnt to change the tyres, change the chains, and find out about the carburettor and make sure everything was right before I took off.
Was it your interest, or did someone dare you to go in these races?
No, with the Redex it was a sort of a dare, and I thought I'd take it on. And I didn't think I could do it, but I thought, well, if I start, I'll have to finish it. So I did, and I said at Parramatta Park, I'm going to finish it, and I'll be here next week.
How many women were in this race?
2.
2 out of how many?
I think there were 200 men. There were only 73 finished, and I was one of them.
And what kind of bike were you riding at this time?
Well, I started off on a Triumph, Twin Triumph. It was the one I learned to ride on, and that was in Lismore. And I graduated to Matchless. I had a BSA. My husband was a member of the Lismore Motorcycle Club, and I used to just follow it and go around with them and do it. I'd ride after them because I wasn't allowed to ride in their trials. They didn't think they allow women to race in those days.
And let's talk equipment. Like these days, equipment, as we know, we have your full leathers and helmets have changed. Everything's evolved. What sort of equipment were you riding with?
Just my ordinary slacks and shoes. And I did have a leather jacket. I was given a leather jacket as a birthday present, and I thought I was the bee's knees.
So those leather jackets were
rare? Leather jackets were worn by all the motorcyclists.
Right.
They always had a leather jacket. So when I got a leather jacket, I thought I was really right. I didn't have a helmet until I went in the trial.
So as far as like your love for riding, when did you used to find your spare time to go for a ride?
We used to go every weekend. We would go, the children would get in. We went to Bathurst with the children in the motorbike and sidecar. That's how we went first. The 3 children in the sidecar, me on my bike and Hilton on his bike with the 3 children in it. And at the weekends we always, we had to go to the motorbikes every weekend. To club turnouts or my husband was in Manly Warringah, and we'd go to Manly Warringah, or we'd go to Central, or we'd go to Racing Riders Motorcycle Club. We were in those 3 clubs.
You were in 3 clubs at once?
Yes.
Now, not only were you recognised by your family, your peers around you, the guys that you used to race against, but you also were recognised by the Americans. And they recognised you from the Women's International Motorcycle Association in 1954. How did that make you feel?
Well, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it.
Were you shocked?
I was a little bit shocked, but when I got it, I thought, well, that's very nice. All the other trophies I had were men motorbikes from the men's motorcycle clubs.
Well, how was that? Amazing lady, amazing stories. We'll see you again soon on Your Ride.